Cappuccino. The Knave. Igneous Purgatorius, Chapter Act 1. Purgatorius. Purgatory? I definitely recognize that. Fire Purgatory? It's Latin. When the Hearth-Flame goes out. It gets dark. Real dark. It's a fine day! Yes, a fine day for a stroll around Poisson. Until something happened again! Which requires me to do something about it because something about it.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Hey!
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
We're here.
Yes. I can see you there. Now let me get down there. Lenny.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson?
Don't say that again!
Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Or maybe there's more to Lenny than just magic.
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yes, probably, and even if they are, so what?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
You may have noticed that some of the people from the Fatui are probably also here as well, but we need not worry about that.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization is moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
It has more of the House of Hearth. It's obviously the Archelino. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Archelino, whatever it is. Story quest, so of course it's gonna have to do something with, the Knave.
Well...
Get to it!
Since the two of you are so curious,
Wow.
perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Wow! Right off the bat!
You scared Paimon half to death!
I was right behind you the whole entire time and you didn't even notice it. Death approacheth you.
Father, you're here.
Why is Archelino considered a father figure? I'll find out during the quest.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No!
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now.
Yeah, even though I wonder why you have 2 demon eyes on your chest and 4 on your brooch, and you almost have a demonic aura to you.
Of course. I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Because the Fatui has been involved in many other places, and we wonder, why be involved anywhere? Why Fontaine? Why Inazuma? Why Sumeru? Why Mondstadt? And why Leeway? And why, I don't know if they're in Notlon, why anywhere else?
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past.
Called it!
And I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
Can you guarantee anything, or is that I can't really say what it is, so I'll just handle it as is.
As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
Right, which somehow became external as time went on, considering the fact that we stepped in, and you're gonna let us know in the know as we know, and then we know more.
What sort of?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Right, as if the idea of a black sheep kid is not enough when the entire family is its own black sheep. But why not? I guess you can have a black sheep within a black sheep family. Who knows?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth.
Who?
So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
Well, your kid died, and it's still continuing, so you want to make sure your kid died.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Why?
Of course, Father.
Right. Why is she called Father? Or even before it's explained. And nobody is questioning why she's called Father. I couldn't help but feel intimidated during the conversation with the knave. Now that she's gone, it feels like I can finally breathe again. She also suggested we stick around for a few days, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings.
Okay, let's do it.
You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy.
Yeah, well, that Noah's Ark scenario has since long come and gone.
If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen.
Wow, you want to get right in the kitchen!
Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Okay. When the Hearth-Flame goes out. Poof. There's house.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Isn't that almost the same house from the Archon quest that's also being used again here? Or is that a different house? I don't know.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Nowhere.
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies.
What?
With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
In other words, you want me to pick up the slack?
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not.
We're helping to work.
But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Really? They're just gonna invite us to go in there?
Well, you're more than welcome to come along.
Okay. Now. You.
Linny, you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go.
Those big boxes behind me.
Hello? Something caught your eye?
The Traveler. He's like, damn it! Why is she here?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Yes, way.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are...
Okay. I think they all know.
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at...
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
We have had moments where we were famous before, and now you're surprised again for the second or third time in a row. A fourth one, I just want to slap you across the face.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Really? What'd they say?
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
We want to know how you got those compliments because we tried it on our own and we couldn't get the compliments.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
And I really wonder who the hell told you that and why they told you that. And if it's not your imagination there.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
That is more believable considering the fact that Paimon does like food.
Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
Yeah, mine's also a bit of stretch where I could frickin' split that mountain in half.
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
What do you want?
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
Yeah, well, that's a statement when a child tells you to pick your poison. I really wonder the story behind that statement.
Huh?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them?
You're giving us the gifts of death. I don't know what else to say to that, but other people consider gifts like toys, food, video games, or whatever you get at Walmart. I don't know. But this is like just for killing.
Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
I'm almost thinking you want me to put someone on a hit list. So, the fact, like, I feel like I'm getting a sense of whoever this crowd is. Like, should I kill him? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Just say the word, and I'll put him in the ground with the rest of them! The dangerous suggestion keeps coming one after another. You start getting a bit overwhelmed.
Alright, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Long story short, shut up!
Really?
Yes! We definitely feel the love. I just wonder why you kind of want to kill someone at the same time while showing your love. But I just want to kill that person to show how much I love you.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Please don't let your idea of playing with somebody get so far into killing somebody where the line between playing and killing are somehow blurred.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Why is nobody questioning why this little girl has all that stuff?
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
Alright, see you later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not question why I had poison in the first place and why this little girl is peddling in the first place. God. Should little kids be given dangerous... Bye! Wait till I come back.
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Yeah, are you sure they don't all want to kill me? Because I see the love, but I also see the hate. Like, I don't know if they want to kill me or they hate me.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth.
Just normal kid stuff.
When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Yes.
Flo is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions.
Wow.
I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only have the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Like, you know what I mean?
Hello, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Are you gonna tell me how to kill someone?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about.
Are you gonna talk about killing people?
It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Yes.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Because we're trying to find the Traveler's lost sibling.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
I have never heard of the play like that, and what?
Oh, this is the first we've heard.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
What the hell is the Blind Maiden? I've never heard... You spend some time talking about popular culture, the atmosphere becomes more and more...
After this
Oh my
mission is
god!
over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Okay...
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
They are way easier to get along with. Like, there are some people that, like... Okay, my guess is not everyone is going to be like that first group we saw. So, some groups are going to be different than others. Like, this group's going to be a little extra psychotic and not so much as sociopathic. This group, my guess is they had problems, but they're kind of atoning for their problems.
I heard that.
Yes, you did.
Oh! Oops.
Now, I guess Sebastian is probably like, shut up, Paimon.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
Yeah, but how so?
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right?
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Okay. They're a lot more normal.
Well, that's
What
it
the
for
hell?
the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Huh. I wonder what the game is trying to tell me.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
There is always a lot more going on here. But yeah, this example is more obvious than the other. We should observe for now, better not to pry.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all.
Yes.
Oh, Winnie's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Why? And why they got into jail? And now I'm having the same thing
So,
here.
What do you think of the members you've met so far?
It reminds me of jail, but outside of jail.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out. Fremine? What are you doing here?
Staring at the box.
Well,
And being as shy and awkward and possibly as normal as he could possibly be at all.
Hey,
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the...
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup.
Seafood soup?
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine?
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
I really wonder, because the word supplies are mentioned here, are they bringing something here? Is there something in the supplies that I should know about?
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water, wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know?
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
You need to lie better.
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
It probably does have something to do with the knave. I wouldn't be surprised. But then again...
Yes.
Never mind.
Just follow me.
She's up to something. Again. I gotta go do something about it. Again. Gosh. Hello.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Who? Why? Why should I care?
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the house.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you.
I feel like she wants to kill everyone. I don't know why. The look on her eyes just...
You can call me Clairvy.
Who the hell is Clairvy?
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
Yeah. Like, random stray child. Random stowaway. Huh.
For how long?
About half a month now.
And, like 2 or 3 weeks.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
You just haven't said anything about it yet.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
Wait. It's basically, for all I know, she's a stowaway, but what, she was brought here?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that.
So, basically, Clairvy's a stowaway. She was brought here by Fremine. But basically, it's something that must have happened in Snezhnaya? So, hand her over to what?
Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheffield nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure.
So what you're saying is, That was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility.
Okay, but why did you bring her here? Because nobody would have stuck up for her while she was in Snezhnaya? Like, she was... Like, all the supplies was brought from Snezhnaya to Fontaine. So, why?
If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do.
But she's not.
But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
About what? Whether or not she is a phantom child?
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
Well, someone did, and now what?
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
We're all getting punished. Are you ready to be whipped? Everybody's gonna get whipped. How hard can you take it? Funny how,
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
Making time. Oh god, why?
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly like that.
No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that.
What other friend?
I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean? Is it temporary? Get it? Floating instead of standing? No. I'm sorry, I can't laugh.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
How would you know?
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
But why do you have a top hat and she has cat ears? Why?
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
That's not heated. I've seen heated.
Oh, it's raining.
Inside? Ow.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you?
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Everything is not fine.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do...
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
You don't... Basically, the Traveler does not want to see anything escalate because we're here, yeah.
I... just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so...
Okay! And then we skip that part.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down.
Who she is? Whether or not she is the Phantom Child?
That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
Mm-hmm. Why? And what is up with that necklace?
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
What is up with that necklace? Where did she get it from?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they die, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
Don't ever lie to me again!
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Also, and not even a Traveler and Paimon who somehow also know about what's going on here.
I swear.
Wait, what? Wait. When did Lynette get here? I love the sound effect there.
Whoa!
When are you getting here? Just the two of us. Except, surprise! Lynette came in to say hi.
Lynette!
Yes, you scared me. But then again, I'm pretty sure every single member of the House of Hearth surprises everyone.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
I'm not impressed with anything you have to say. You're gonna have to try harder than that. Also, she has green hair.
And, when exactly did you get here?
Just now. Before you did that. Not impressed. Ah, dang it.
You're an idiot, brother.
Wow! That's all she has to say. Because she doesn't he doesn't realize that, she's part of the trio as well.
And you too, Fremine.
None of them are getting off scot-free. Wow.
You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Us 3? Wait, what? Oh, 3 Traveler, 4 Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
We're all idiots.
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her.
So, she was... Wait, where's the House of Hearth located? Is it in Snezhnaya, or is it in, Fontaine?
I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Yeah, well, yeah. And so she did join in.
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
I'm gonna chirp so goddamn loud! Snitches get rewards.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette.
No, she's not.
Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move.
Well, I guess when you're talking about we're all in this together, I'm pretty sure the Knave is going to get involved at some point in the story quest.
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Oh yeah, you're right. I should have thought about that. I was too focused on the dad joke to even think about, well, she's a spirit, she can't actually eat. Has anyone seen her eat?
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like KNAVE'S can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Maybe, in whatever her spirit mind is, she's just lying to herself.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
KNAVE'S, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm KNAVE'S.
Yes, you are!
Hello.
KNAVE'S, how did you join the House of the Heart?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody?
No.
The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
Did the knave bring you here?
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
You're not on the list. Who the hell are you?
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place.
Where?
The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
So, is it possible for some people to join the House of Hearth and not be on the roster? Yes. Does it show that there's an internal thing going on where, like, whatever happened to her is a result of, like, mistreatment at the orphanage? Possibly. So, now what?
In this house, some people are family and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
The Black Ops list of the list of people who are on a different roster. So, is she a test subject? Is that where the idea of the Phantom Child came from?
Wait, does that mean the knave...
She experiments with people?
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry.
Nope.
She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Is she in Prasan or is she all the way back in Shania?
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
KNAVE'S, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster, but it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. KNAVE'S, do you have a wish?
What do you want? Money? Power? Fortune? Fame?
A wish?
No.
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
And a brand new desk.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
You want to touch grass, but there's grass on the inside. Oh, you want to touch grass outside.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
So, what does she mean by that? Things can't be that simple. Huh. So, is she talking about, like, not a literal thing of going outside, but she's talking about, like getting herself outside eternally or something?
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan.
Yeah, well, it's really hard to keep your plan together when you want to divide and conquer yourself.
I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight.
Why can't you just bring her outside?
Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it.
Ooh, oh, that list.
Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
What about us? What should we...
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
Yeah, well, we kind of know everything, so we're already too deep, and I don't know how much risky you're going to talk about after all this.
Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Are you sure she's not going to be on to us for a while?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done.
Unless something spooks us and we contact you anyways, then I don't know.
If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Okay.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
I really wonder how you're keeping track of her the whole entire time. But oh well.
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
We have to do this. There he is. She is. And child. Wait, is that child? I think it is. Yeah, it is.
It's the knave. And... child!
And Tartaglia.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Yeah.
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Still trying to recover from your Tartaglia overcompensation form.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well...
And Snezhnaya still doesn't exist, at least to this day, until Hoyoverse decides to release it.
I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she'd already left.
Wait, who's Skirk?
I still have so many questions for
Oh, her. I
Without
remember.
any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Okay, what's her name from the Primordial Whale battle? Okay, that I remember. Like, what? Who? Her.
Oh, okay, so have you...
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Yeah, when she somehow goes between dimensions or realities that go outside of whatever you call existences, it's really hard to go beyond the next dimension. So it I wonder that's kind of a limitation there.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Basically, unless you learn how to travel between dimensions and somehow get help from heaven to go between the barriers of reality and whatever it's called, nothing's gonna happen.
But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over.
No. If you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z, where Goku's in the hospital from using a Kaioken for fighting off Vegeta, it ain't over.
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery.
Did you drink a gallon of Buckley's and a bunch of other cancer treatments to help with the recovery?
And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
The captain? Or the head? I don't know.
Project Stuja?
Stuja.
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer.
Maybe. Also the idea of the head of the Harbingers monologuing.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
First of all, like, even if she did, and she's really stronger than you, that ain't gonna cut it, because you kinda fall apart after you go all out. So, wouldn't you feel bad if she went all out and she overcompensated, she's rank 4 and he's rank 11, he'll get washed? Yeah, but putting aside ranks for a second, like, whenever a child goes all out, he, like, falls apart afterwards. So if she goes all out, isn't that gonna make him feel really bad? Even if he was curious enough to see what happens if she went all out?
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well.
What a cute little idea you have. I'm not gonna overcompensate and throw myself off just so I can impress you.
Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Because you want to go outside of the Fatui. At least for a little bit.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
just casually trash-talking their colleagues behind their back. Maybe.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
What are you up to? Why are you here? Also, what else can I do to be here?
We just...
Want to learn more about you?
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but...
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Yes, but what else do you... what are you... yeah, never mind.
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... why do you call yourself father?
I'm interested in to hear that the answer to that question as well.
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that. Now, can we?
Because the answer to that question involves something to do with the project or intelligence work that you are related to.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
If she's speaking like a diplomat, then that's more like the work of a politician. And my guess is, it goes back to what I was saying about a title of father being some sort of a leader position, where whoever was the father passed away, so now the knave is taking place on the title of father to fill in that role.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Why?
Wait, don't go!
If the knave leaves her now, she'll return she's sure to run into Linny and Kirby. Should I leave the bird gave us no to talk to her about the House of Hearth? What about it?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this.
What?
I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
Who we will never hear again, possibly at least until the Snezhnaya update comes out, for a long time.
Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting...
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
I don't think she's gonna take that too lightly. It'll come out later this year. I do want to see the Snezh Naya update. I honestly do, and I'm pretty sure you do as well, Patrick. Now you're gonna have to answer to it. So no small talking matter is gonna work.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Frickin' foghorn leghorn. Knave betrayed the House of the Hearth, so that mean that Clairvy said what was true? Does the Knave really treat her children like test subjects?
Oh, wait. Did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
The rooster is another harbinger. Okay.
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
You met him in the video you watched a while back. You probably don't remember. No, I don't. No. Unless it's the captain, who I'll probably meet in the Knotline Archon quest, and given I remember that video, but I don't remember the rooster. This one. Also,
I see.
Based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
You want to prove child wrong?
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
So what are you going to say to that? Are you actually going to address the specifics, or are you going to refute and give a light general response?
Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things.
Yeah.
An attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Probably to cement a foothold of the Fatui in Fontaine for whatever benefits the Fatui has in Fontaine.
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
I wish for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed that her secret in order to change the subject. She's trying to avoid talking about her past. She doesn't want to talk about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
I don't like it. Because I like to correct it sometimes. But that being said, would you like it if other people didn't have a misconception about you? That's the bigger question here.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention.
Interesting Child is also helping us out to keep the Knave here, even though I wonder what his reasons are, but oh well.
I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
So basically, as a diplomat, you're trying to discourage Child from ever asking that question in the first place. It's like, you still want to keep asking that question?
They were that high stakes? Who Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Things were harder back then.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusar enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand.
Yeah, and it's also something you had to put up to get rid of a rumor, so you want to put up again to get rid of another rumor?
Just imagine. Tusar becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Wasn't there another... also the look on Child's face for that response. Also, wasn't there another character who also dyed their hair, or tried to dye their hair a different color, but was worried about the cost?
Okay. I get the picture.
Oh no, dyeing your hair is somehow messed up. As the conversation shifts the topic, share the story of the siblings, the type of conversation leave you falling asleep, but you find yourself grateful to the child for buying you more time.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going.
Oh, you should look at the time! Walk away.
Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Or maybe you should find a way to not be so broken, battered, and torn apart after pulling off your Tartaglia overcompensation, like having a Kaioken scenario on the sparring field.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Okay.
Alright. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
Arlecchino. Okay, not Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
Also, I really do wonder why she calls herself the Knave, or why other people call her the Knave. She's not talking about her past.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off.
Fine. And then he is...
We should probably get going.
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna do my own thing whether you like it or not.
Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
I
wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
She probably knew. She has works of intelligence, so even if we kept her distracted, she's gonna get something out of something from some of her sources. She's gonna know one way or another, even if we keep her distracted. Yes, no?
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
Is she a vampire?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
She's a vampire.
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
What?
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Why can't she go to the sunlight?
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case.
Obviously she doesn't suck blood, though maybe the idea of being a vampire is out of the question. What exactly is she? Like, maybe ghosts can't go in the sunlight, obviously as a spirit, but...
Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Not sure pushing works on a non-corporeal being.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here.
Maybe... RIP! The land open! exposing all of Poisson to the sunlight at noon, and then see where she goes beyond that.
How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Is she on the list?
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a...
Then look at the list. And then we all sit down.
Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
Are we actually gonna find Clairvaux on the list? Is it gonna be a weird thing like Vacher, where a person who doesn't have any traces to any official documents, where we have to find something connected to something else?
La Pouillade and what?
Horror. What? Dang. He got knocked off. Landoy. He got knocked off. La Pouillier. She got knocked off. Jimbel. He got... What do these names mean? Horror. An actual horror. He doesn't look like a horror. Dang, the faces of the people who died.
Oh, yikes. That Aurore guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda get...
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Dang! I won't be able to get a girlfriend after all that.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended.
Dang! Wait, what?
It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but... it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well... I never saw him again after that.
Lenny's shifty eyes during that conversation suggest something happened.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house.
That if anyone went outside the rules, she would go after them.
Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Dang. It is like a military scenario where some acts of being AWOL is punishable by death. So it's like the idea of a family? Oop,
Her
damn
name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years.
So, was this child outside of the list?
Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out?
What if she's not on any of the lists?
Fremine.
No.
Sorry. I was thinking about something.
What?
I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange?
Yeah,
why?
I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past. Times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filiol and the others... It seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvaux.
think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs.
Maybe she wants to remind people of what happened to everybody else's test subjects. Maybe she wants to connect with everybody. Maybe she is a test subject who's not really corporeal. Who knows?
She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Are you honestly surprised at all, given how the people of Fontaine reacted in almost any courthouse scenario?
KNAVE'S words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
Interesting you said that, because I didn't quite get to the intrinsic-extrinsic part here.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Stuja? So it is related.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
We've heard of that. The knave, or child mentioned that.
What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either.
Then how do you know about it?
I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Is this a project? Because it has something to do with the cold. Regrader is one of the Heart Rangers seen in the one video you probably don't remember. I do not remember. Have you mentioned it before? I don't know. But to go back to what I was saying about the word Stuja, my guess is that it's a meaning for, like, death? Because I guess that's what... Why else would there be the combination of cold and death together as if... I don't know. Maybe it's a way to deal with all of the experiments that have gotten loose to kill them off, rather?
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Uh-huh. Why?
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Are we going through Project Stuja now? But there's no cold here. But why is the Russian word for cold being used here?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience.
Yeah, well, Fontaine... I don't know if the project is here, but Fontaine is pretty much a safe area. Well, outside of the city is not safe, but... how is this dangerous?
Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding.
What is Project Stuja?
It's just that... we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan... it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
So is this project actually a suicide plan to give people, as Lenny says, honor and name only? Looks like the Fatui are planning something big. I seem to know about it. Probably won't be able to learn much. My guess is the Fatui inside Snezhnaya don't want the intelligence involving the Knave, Lenny, Lynette, Fremine, anybody else, child rather, to know about it. So it's like disconnecting everybody from outside sort of thing. Does it involve death? You should keep it sharper during future dealings with Fatui. You what else I can learn.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. And that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the KNAVE'S situation would make everything go back to normal.
No, it's not. So, why is KNAVE here, and what's she doing?
But it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
I don't know. There's something about this Clarity character going on.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clarity for now.
Or whatever's causing Clarity to be here in the first place.
Well, it's getting late. We should head back.
Yes.
You stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
I feel like the whole situation with Clarity has almost become like a dog-eat-dog scenario within the Fatui.
Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes! And then we move on and saw each other tomorrow. Rest in the temporary competition's house. Not MD. That's too stupid. Remind all sorts of things.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all.
And I never read the thing, but oh well.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
Nah, she just wants to see who's gonna step out of line as a result of, the troublemaker stirring everybody.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Hasn't the Traveler also done that at all? You can just hide behind me.
Trust is effort, Traveler.
And pretty much as messed up and fearful as ever, Paimon.
Look over there.
Clarity, what's she doing here? Why is she here?
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Wait, was it her? She had the same hair color? Maybe. Did she... Oh! Huh.
Oh, where is she going? Or if someone sees her, we're toast.
That's odd. Hello, Clarity.
Oh, look! She stopped!
She actually went outside. Into the moonlight. But wait!
Clarity!
She's able to step into the moonlight. Shh. You shut your mouth!
I opened the window while no one was looking.
What window?
Look how pretty the outside
Tell that to the vampires in every single month. God! Window?
If only I could have more than this. You'd probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here, could we? We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me.
Well, you can tell the Traveler. What could possibly happen to the Traveler?
As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
Were you given a fate worse than death? The non-living death?
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
True, but she has betrayed people before, which makes me wonder what her idea of lines that are not crossed actually are.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Interesting how the word mother's in quotations and not father. Who was the real mother? As a title and not a position?
Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again.
Interesting. The word mother is only used once.
If only Perry were here. She'd understand. Harry. There's that name again.
Who is Perry? Terry? Jerry? Gary? List of names that end with Airy?
Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
Is she someone else? Like, the Knave? Like, I keep hearing about, the Knave talk about intelligence. Like, she knows about everything without actually doing anything else. And it's interesting that Claire V was not with Linny, Lynette, or Frimney as they were talking with each other yesterday. So, she's a spirit. Is Claire V actually the Knave?
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window.
Window.
Look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
I'd like to see it too! When it comes out! In the Snezhnaya update!
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together.
Interesting the word older is here, but...
But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot.
Yeah, well, I don't think it matters whether or not someone is special. Considering the fact that... Wait. Was Mother and Father the same person?
I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her.
Who do you consider to be the Mother? Is it actually the Knave? Are they the same people? Are we having a weird little Mother, Father, daughter trinity here?
What should I do?
Let's go see her. Who's your mother? Is that moon an illusion? No. After some time, Claire seems to come back to herself. She gives a weak smile and...
My mom really doesn't understand what's going on with her.
Is it actually the Knave disguised as Claire V? Maybe.
Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Because this girl does... I know she has a different hair color than the Knave, but I do wonder if, like, the Knave dyed her hair differently over time? Huh. The night passes. Morning cometh.
Alright, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before they do that, I have a question. What is the plan?
Oh? What is it?
Have the Knave and the Doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Because Clarvey mentioned that.
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the Doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him.
Why?
We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth.
But if the Doctor is really only interested in anybody who becomes a Harbinger, then how come, Oh, wait. I think I know why. And it connects with the Balladeer. Because the Doctor wanted to experiment more on the Knave, similar to how he experimented with more on the Balladeer. Is that how it's going?
Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
So the Knave agreed to be experimented on at some point.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
Did Mother somehow become the father?
I don't think so.
Through that experiment.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together.
Yeah, well, I really wonder what working together is when everything is a dog-eat-dog scenario.
The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least.
The fact that the Paimon answer to Linny, like how other people listen to a dictator, I really wonder.
Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys.
Or is Clairvy in some way related to the knave?
It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
I'm pretty sure she'd want to kill us if we ask her.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone.
Yeah, in case she decides to automatically suspect anyone for no reason and come at you with a blade.
Alright, let's get to it.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
Yes!
A little.
Yes!
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions?
Maybe the knave actually wants to tell us, and maybe she has found out regardless how much I distracted her.
Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
So she does know a lot, and any small thing would just cause her to be suspicious.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
She knows!
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere?
By all means.
Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Talking about the weather. Stop talking about the weather!
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient.
God, I almost feel like I myself am almost relating to the knave.
Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
God, it almost makes me relate to her on a way where it's like, I know everybody's talking with each other behind my back, so I'll try to be a little extra patient.
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Right. Interesting how you refer to the children as friends, only through the Traveler. But makes me wonder how it is through you. Again, an indirect method of talking about people through other people.
What should we do? He clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Yeah, well, are you honestly surprised that she wouldn't threaten at any point? You sure, at least the picture that Elena gave us. Is she gonna shoot that down?
Oh, good idea. Hopefully well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
Maybe she knows, maybe she wants to tell us, maybe it's the only way we can find out through her. I guess all I can do is take it one step at a time. Or one gigantic step at a time!
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others aren't...
Yes, go!
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
That ominous bell in the background says otherwise.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them.
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine, although there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
What about you? What fate have you gone through?
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
Same, but that doesn't include death.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Is she actually gonna say anything about herself?
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Interesting. That's the only specific thing here.
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives.
But as for everybody else...
As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
There is no escape.
But that's awful.
You seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove.
Solve the situation with Clairvy or face death.
If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Okay. Your word. Your decision.
Of course. Oh, and here. I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
She knew about the bird, and there is no way that, Lenny could be warned in time.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it.
Birthday.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand.
There's no way Lenny could have gotten the message.
I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
It's almost like if you're a child and you're trying to text for help, but your mom just grabs the phone right out of your hand. Nope!
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Dang, social media control to the max. Now, what business does the knave have with Neuvillette?
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
I wasn't expecting you to just open up so easily, just because I'm a Fatui Harbinger.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis.
Same. So it goes back to my question, why is she still in Fontaine?
I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go.
It's the Phantom Child.
It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Funny how she never does it herself. It's only through something else. She's indirect. She can't say it herself. So what is on the proposal? Is it the Phantom Child, or is it something else? That's not even discussed. Maybe she doesn't want the Traveler and Paimon to know? What exactly is it? I wonder.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy.
Again, she still can't be direct with anyone.
A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out.
And you want to make sure that there's no leak in the container within said water container?
As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean.
You want to make sure there is no way the water can get out?
Of course,
or in?
Objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
So, I guess the idea of you're looking at the rivers that lead to nowhere as drying up, and you kind of want those rivers to go somewhere.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Maybe, but again, the indirect metaphor here.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
So, it goes to tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
And I really wonder how you're gonna do that.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
Why? What rules is
You
it?
choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting? Yes?
Interesting. I wonder what Neuvillette's comments are on that.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
And do what? So what proposal is it? Now what? I don't know.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there?
She wants to get rid of the Phantom Child.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then...
You really want to know?
Yes.
I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Something way worse than whatever you have planned going on. Like a whataboutism.
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
It ain't.
Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your ticket cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Then we still have to distract her longer or find some way to find out what's going on. I need very seeming like she doesn't want to enjoy joking. She didn't seem to be joking when she said those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. How should we stop her? No, there's something we should figure out first. Like what? On the way over. While we were talking in front of the Palais, she mentioned Clairvay's name. Did she know... She knew where Clairvay was the entire time. Maybe she anticipated how Lemony and the others were going to act. What?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh,
yes.
Jeez, I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
That scar on his face. It's horror, isn't it?
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
He has a gigantic scar on his face. Is he one of the test subjects? He looks familiar for some reason. Horror.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway.
But he has a different hairstyle. Odd. He has a scar on his face, but he has a different hairstyle from the picture from before. So maybe he dyed his hair and became something different? And if that's the case, then is the Knaves list also?
It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident.
Okay.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora. It's just... I don't have any on me at...
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Take it and walk away.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Interesting, because the one on the paper said he couldn't even find a girlfriend. Huh.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer?
Before we head over? My guess is she thinks, is this another distraction?
Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Yeah, well, I'm also hungry as well, and yet I gotta keep going on this! Looks like Paimon is trying to pass more time. We head back now. I doubt Lenny and the others will have much progress.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Lenny some extra time. I just have one condition.
What?
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions.
How many...
You're quite curious about Clairvay, are you not?
Lemonies?
And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
Her hand, the Knave's hand looks like an eagle's claw.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what do you
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Yeah. But what's your condition?
Wonderful. Here it is.
What is it?
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What did the Traveler hear in that one moment in time? Huh. I wonder.
Okay. Sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
And for us to find out in our own ways. We accept your condition. We don't even know what it was, but we just agree to it.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Oh, great. A lot of things that are not even said are done. Huh. Everything's becoming red over here. We're on the edge of the map. You're literally on the edge.
What is this place?
Stop.
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Mm-hmm.
No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you.
Was there a giant explosion that happened here a while back?
It was before I became a Harbinger. And before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why? Because it was a mercy killing? Because,
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
Who is Clairvy?
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
So the knave was the mother at the point.
Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her?
Was she told to stay in this dimension?
You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally.
Yeah, because that which has little... It's like the other side of discrimination. Where it's like you either have preferential treatment, or you have no preferential treatment, and everyone gets treated like crap. Equally!
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created.
Dang! They happily accepted the dog-eat-dog scenario.
Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Perry?
Wait, the friend that Clarvey mentioned?
Peruere.
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clarvey was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded.
Given the fact that the girl in this picture has the same red eye pupil as the knave, that was the knave's name before she turned into the father.
Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clarvey longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clarvey told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clarvey proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
I really wonder, like, I thought, Curvy was, the knave, but I guess I had it differently. I didn't think of Perry was in any way related to the knave.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as... It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clarvey rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success.
Wow.
Clarvey never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clarvey still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross.
Let me guess. The knave did it. All on her own, and she couldn't even, hesitate for one... She wouldn't hesitate for 1 second.
If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clarvey decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness.
Yeah. Because it's a dog-eat-dog scenario. No one wins when you have to kill each other for Mother's affection. You're never gonna get that affection, because you're gonna hate yourself in the process. That's where that restlessness comes from.
She was unsettled. and there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top? Is that the reason why the Fatui saw the intelligence division under the Knave as a necessary? And why the Fatui wanted to get rid of the Knave at some point? By having the Knave with the Doctor?
Crucibina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Peruware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruware won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruware. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
I somehow knew at some point there was a name change or title change for the Knave before the word father. But how did the word father come in?
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father.
So basically, the title father was a means of overcoming all the messed up dog-eat-dog things related to mother. It was a way to overrule and bring in a new sense of identity towards whatever the House of Hearth was at the time.
And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
Who's Clary? What is she? Is she a memory? A spirit?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin.
So what is she exactly?
You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Crucibina was the mother who pretended to be sweet on the outside but evil on the outside. Arcelino strived to be the exact opposite. A father who is strict on the outside but caring on the inside. To be the worst on the outside. That's one way of looking at it. But as for the Knave?
Of course. The chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case.
Yeah, well, it seems like she was a possibility of a special case.
Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
As much as I could go after Clairvy, I can't help but look at myself as well.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives.
But you're more worried about the rumors going after it, and the fact that some of them have broken the rules after that.
But other times, she would hide from me, and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
Interesting thing to remember.
Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! Hyman can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way?
The only other way is that everyone who broke the rules connected to her is gone.
So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Yeah.
Is this really what you want to do?
Nope. And my guess is our Kalino would probably want something else rather than this. But my guess is, it kind of goes back to an earlier dialogue about what would happen to individuals who want to get away from the system. Like, my guess is Arcolino has been thinking about this problem for a very long while. Even if Clairvy doesn't come along, someone else might, and encourage everyone else within the house to break the rules. So, what are you going to do, even if the people want to break the rules at all? How are you still going to handle that situation?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Set a better example for everybody to not break the rules?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow.
And something tells me, no matter what you had to do, you still couldn't avoid those two.
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Both... Actually... I have looked that up, like the two emotions. Anger is very motivating. But, yeah, like the idea of anger is impulsive. Sorrow is like paralyzing. They're two different emotions, but, yeah.
Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall.
And my guess is, whoever's going to show up with them as well is also going to be here.
I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I give your friends quite a bit more time.
And this is where it all happened.
Here they are, Father.
Ah, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Not something you should ever be proud of.
Lenny!
There be Lenny. Clairvy. Where's Clairvy? Behind there? Behind the rock?
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh?
Is Clairvy gonna recognize the name?
Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Yes, a previous version of yourself.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among—
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person.
Define normal.
Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then.
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Then why accuse them?
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial.
Interesting. Nobody is questioning the fact that he, as a little child, is accusing everyone all at once.
A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget.
Yeah, but it's not something you should be proud of to see an execution and be willing to keep up with it.
That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Do they all deserve to die for that because they had their, their own opinions?
If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Yeah, well, this is a dog-eat-dog scenario.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We... accept our punishment.
So, death?
Sheplo, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Dang. So they're gonna get killed off easily? No questions asked because they said a bunch of things behind her back?
Father, please wait!
Does that really deserve death?
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal?
Does the crime fit the punishment?
We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like.
that's for the father to decide. But are you really gonna force people to just go against each other?
I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you... I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Well, it's come to this point.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Trial by combat.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
But what other option they have? To go back to that other option? You're gonna do it, aren't you?
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
Up against the knave. I had some idea like something would happen, but I didn't know it would turn out like this. Fighting each and every single one of the Harbingers, one by one. And given that the knave is the 4th, then it's right up to the 4th level difficulty of the Harbingers.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Who says guests can't join? Is executing really what she wants? Or maybe she is holding off that idea of a sparring partner and giving it to someone who probably should matter as a sparring partner, which is the Traveler.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
So my guess is the knave anger or sorrow? Back then she never really answered my question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way the knave will lose on purpose, although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
So, if the Traveler is here, she won't escalate beyond her natural capabilities like child.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Is that what the deal was between the Traveler and the Knave? A duel in front of everyone to settle all these problems so that everybody else gets off. It was a test of the Traveler to put forth. That's what it was.
Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
That's what it was the whole entire time. And the fact that Paimon doesn't recall it.
Traveler?
I'd like to see for myself what the 4th of the 2 Harbingers can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Also, usually a duel is like 2 people.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
And end up in purgatory like everybody else? Okay! How about thee? let the duel begin.